Hello, my friends. How are you today? I hope you are feeling very happy. I'm happy to see you today. Let's go ahead and start out with our poem and song. The morning has come, the night is away. We rise with the sun to welcome the day. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning to the resting stones, beast on the run. Good morning to the flowers and the birds in the trees. Good morning to you. Good morning to me. Now, let's sing our Days of the Week song. Do you remember how the days of the week are a pattern and they repeat over and over and over? That's what patterns do. You ready to sing? Let's cluck with our tongues. Can you click with your tongue? You try. Good try. Now, we're going to make that sound when we sing our Days of the Week song. Ready? Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday, days of the week. That's so fun. I love singing that song with you. Next, we're going to sing our Months of the Year song. Now, remember, we have 4 seasons. There's winter, when it snows in some places. Spring, where the ground starts warming up and the flowers start popping up. Summer, when it gets very hot in some places and the sun is really beating down on us. And autumn, or sometimes we call it fall, when the leaves are falling down off the trees and we might need our rake to rake up all those leaves. Let's sing our Months of the Year song. Ready? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 12 months of the year. Let's sing it again, and this time, let's do our dance. Are you ready? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 12 months of the year. I just love singing the Months of the Year song with you during circle time. Now, it's that time again. Let's think of a number. Today's number is not very high. It's kind of a low number, a small number. That number is 7. 7. Let's count to 7 on our 100s board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great counting. Thank you for counting with me. Now, the next thing I want to do is take a look at a type of weather. So I have a picture that I'm going to show you, and I want you to tell me about this weather. Is it rainy or sunny or snowy or maybe partly cloudy or stormy? What do you think? Are you ready? Take a look at my picture. How does that day look? I see a big bright sunshine. I see a tree. I see blue sky. This is a sunny day. Look how bright and sunny it is. Not a cloud in the sky in this picture. Let's sing about a sunny day. You ready? Sunny, 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 sunny. It is sunny in the sky. S-U-N-N-Y, sunny. It is sunny in the sky. Thank you for singing with me about the sunny day. And today I would like to think about a brand new letter. This letter is one of my favorite letters. This letter makes a sound that almost sounds like a whisper. I want you to take one hand like this and hold it in front of your mouth, not touching it, just in front of it. And I want you to do this. You try. Today's letter makes that sound. Today's letter is H. We have capital H and lowercase h. H makes the sound like hat. I really like H because that is the first letter in my name. Heather. I'm Miss Heather, and I have a capital H at the beginning of my name, Heather. Now, if you have something to write with, go run and grab it. Today, I'm gonna write with my colorful writing tablet again. So, when you make a capital H, the first thing you're gonna do is start at the top. That's what we always do, right? We're gonna go top to bottom, and then pick up our pen or pencil or crayon or marker and come over to the side, top to bottom. So we have two straight vertical lines. Now we're going to make a horizontal line connecting these two lines right across the middle. So I'm going to go from one side to the other, and that's my capital H. Now for lowercase h, we're going to start all the way at the top again. And we're going to make one vertical line, top to bottom. And then we're going to come back up to the middle, and we're going to make a curved line back down to the bottom again. And that's how we make our lowercase h. Remember those letters? Make the sound like hat. Today I have brought some hats to share with you. The first hat is a really fun hat. You might have seen the little flowers in the corner already. This is a fancy hat. I want you to guess what might be a reason you wear a hat like this. Let me show you this hat. Is that so nice and fancy? Let me get the flowers in the front. This hat is a fancy party hat. This hat might be a nice hat to wear to a tea party. What do you think? Hat. All right, time for our next hat. This hat. I might wear on a cold day, and it would help to keep my head warm when I was outside. That's a great reason to wear hats. If it's ever cold outside where you live, maybe you can ask if there's a hat that you can wear to keep your head warm. Oh, listen to that word. Head. Hat and head both begin with our brand new letter, H. Let's look at our next hat. All right. Oh, this one is kind of fancy too. Look at this hat. Now, why do you think that somebody might wear a hat like this? I use this hat on very sunny days. Maybe if I'm out on a beach or at the lake and I don't want the sun on my face or on my shoulders, and this big fancy floppy hat helps to protect me from the sun and protect me from getting a sunburn. All right, let's look at our next hat. What type of hat is this? That's right, this is a ball cap. This is the kind of hat you might see a baseball player wear. But this one is not for a sports team. Let me get close up so you can see it. This one just has some little flowers on it. It's just kind of decorated with flowers. And this is a hat that I like to wear when I'm trying to protect my face from the sun. Maybe if I'm outside working in my garden, or maybe if I'm at the lake or the beach, I might wear this hat to protect my face from the sun, my ball cap. I have one more hat to show you, and this hat's kind of silly, and it's actually also a type of ball cap, but it's a little different. You ready? What is that? This is a duck hat. One year, my family all dressed up as ducks and geese, and this was the hat, one of the hats that we used for the costume. In fact, today is a good day for me to wear it because I have this yellow shirt on. So, this hat is a ball cap. It would protect my face from the sun. As you can see, it's kind of dark, the shadow it's creating over my eyes. But I decorated it with these googly eyes and this orange bill so that it would look like a duck. Quack, quack. Hats can be so fun. They can also be useful. They can keep the sun out of our eyes, or they can keep our heads warm. There are many different types of hats to wear. Maybe if you have some time, you can think about all the hats that you have at home and think about how that word hat begins with H. There's another type of hat. That is a top hat. That's the sort of hat that somebody might wear to a fancy gathering or party. Hat and head. Now, today we're going to read a book that I bet lots of you have heard before. And this book is about a little caterpillar. And this caterpillar is feeling hungry. That's right. Hungry. And this book is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Now if you look right here, there's that letter again. What is that letter? H. That's right, letter H. Let's hear The Very Hungry Caterpillar. The author is Eric Carle, and Eric Carle is a really great author. He's also an illustrator, and he actually paints all of these pictures and then he cuts them out and he puts them together like puzzle pieces, and that's how he makes this really neat style of art. I really like it. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. Here's the moon, and here's the little egg on the leaf. What type of egg do you think it is? Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. There he is. There's that big warm sun. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 apples, but he was still hungry. Oh my, I read that wrong. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Sunday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. And that night, he had a stomach ache. Look at all those foods the caterpillar ate. Are those the type of foods that a caterpillar should be eating? I don't think they are. I think most of those are special treats, and those are not the type of foods that anybody should be eating all in one day. Watermelon is a fruit though, so that's healthy for you. The next day was Saturday, was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that he felt much better. There he goes. Now he wasn't hungry anymore. He wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a chrysalis around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks, and then he nibbled a hole in the chrysalis, and he pushed his way out. Hear that? Hole in the chrysalis. And there's that big fat caterpillar and the chrysalis. He was a beautiful butterfly. And we really like this book in my house. I'm sure that you may have heard it before because it is a popular book. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So I'm going to show you one more thing today, but first I just want to take a look at this letter H again. We have our capital H and our lowercase h. And when we write capital H, we come top to bottom for our 2 vertical lines, and then cross for our horizontal line. And then for our lowercase h, we come top to bottom, and then up to the middle, and we curve back down to the bottom. There's our H. H. We can think about hungry. We can think about hat. We can think about head. These are all words that begin with the letter H. Now, I would like to bring you outside, and I'm going to take a look at my garden. Things have really started going a little bit bigger than sprouts, and they're looking a little bit different than they were the last time I showed you. So I'm going to take you on outside and give you a little peek at how the backyard garden is doing right now. Come on. So I thought it would be nice to let you take a peek at my little garden in the backyard. These are mostly some greens and lettuces and things. They can grow in a little bit cooler weather, so this is a big hickory nut tree, a hickory tree, and it has hickory nuts that fall off of it. And so sometimes it provides a little bit of shade to this corner, and that's just perfectly fine for these things. So down here I have some lettuce, and this is ready to eat. We've been eating some of this lettuce. And then back here, kind of have a little mixture of things. Some of the seeds got a little mixed up. Remember, we talked about the surprise garden. So we have some cabbage growing right here, and we also have some Swiss chard growing in this area. Let's get a little closer so you can see that the difference. That one's kind of purplish and greenish. It's kind of green, and these are a little bit of a paler green. You can see right here this vine that's growing up this fence. That's a morning glory that'll have really pretty flowers on it in a couple of months. Now these, I'll show you a close-up of the greens, are mustard greens, and you can eat them. They taste very peppery. These actually really like to grow in cooler weather, so these have already gone to seed, which means they've got these flowers on them. But you know what? We still like the way they taste in our salads and different foods. And I really like these flowers. I actually have some of these on my kitchen table right now as a centerpiece with some clover flowers. They're purple flowers. So we are just letting these continue to grow in the garden right now, and they look so pretty. And again, these greens are still yummy to eat. They're a little peppery, a little spicy. Here we have a mixture of different lettuces. So you've got some purple lettuce, some green and purple speckled lettuce, some more just green lettuces over here. Different types. And then over here, these are kale. Not those purple flowers, those guys just kind of popped in. They grow all over my yard, but the dark green with that purple stalk in the middle, see that purple? These are kale, and these are really delicious. My little girl likes to eat these right out of the garden. They're great in salads, and when they get bigger and bigger, they're even great to cook. And over here, there's some more morning glories vining up, and this is kind of funny. I like them to vine around the fence, but I have this little shepherd's hook right here, and it's actually vining up around that shepherd's hook too. And then in the back, you can see all those little green sprouts in the back half of this garden, and those will actually, a lot of them will be different types of flowers. So in a couple of months, hopefully there will be lots of tall, pretty flowers back here. And then next to the garden, I have these guys. And these, there's one right there, is even taller than the others, are sunflowers. So again, in a while, they're going to keep growing taller and taller and taller, and they will be 6 beautiful sunflowers. Let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Now I want to take you for a quick little walk over here and show you these guys. This big leaf is a banana plant. Won't actually grow any bananas because of where I live in the state of Virginia. It's too cold for a big part of the year for bananas to grow here, but I love these big leaves that come, and this started out as just one little plant, and now you can see there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, a brand new one starting to come down. So each year another one or so comes back, and so those are always fun to look at. And then these that are sprouting up are a lot over here, getting even bigger. 4 o'clocks, and these I can't wait to show you when they finish growing, but they will get tall and they will have bright pink flowers. And they're called 4 o'clocks because the flowers bloom in the evening. So it's really nice. The morning glories that are around the fence will bloom in the morning, and then these will bloom in the evening. So it gives you some color at different times of the day. Thank you for taking another walk around my backyard garden with me. Well, my friend, thank you so much for coming with me to take a little peek at my backyard garden and my lettuce and kale and the morning glories and all the other things that are starting to grow up and get a little bigger. At my house, we had a lot of rain last week, and then we had a lot of sunshine, and that's really helped those things get bigger and bigger and bigger, and some of them are ready to eat now. If you've never grown food at your house, maybe you can ask an adult if you can grow something that you can eat. You don't have to plant it in the ground. You can plant a seed in a pot with some soil and water it and make sure it gets sunlight, and then maybe you'll even get some vegetables to eat. Now, it's time for us to say goodbye, so I would like to sing our goodbye song. Are you ready? Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye to our friends. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Remember to wash your hands, and remember to go outside and play if you can, and to enjoy this time at home with your family. I'll see you next time.